Right, okay, Shaun, Katie, Shaun. Monarch. Know what it is?
Is a word.
Yeah, do you know what it is?
King or queen. Ruler.
God, it's going to be a long video, right?
No, I don't know what monarch is.
Do you know what it's referenced to in terms of films?
It's called Monarch, A Legacy of Monsters, so... Godzilla?
Yeah. So Monarch is the agency that
that
tracks...
big of a
Huh?
Not that big of a fool.
I never said you were. Monarch is the agency that tracks the monsters.
Okay.
Its primary goal is generally to track Godzilla,
Okay.
but it also monitors potential sites where there are other titans, as they're called.
Okay. Are these the ones that made the robot Godzilla?
No.
Okay.
Different agency.
Okay.
You haven't seen all of them, have you? You haven't seen all the films.
I've seen bits and bobs.
Yeah, but you've never watched all of them.
No.
Some of my favourite films, actually.
Seen
Recently.
bits and bobs. Yeah.
So this is an Apple TV Plus series, as far as I know. I think it's a 10-episode series. And we're just going to react, see what we can see what kind of nonsense we can make out. Let's watch.
I feel like you really did become obsessed with this at some point.
I did.
Because you just wouldn't stop talking about it.
Because it's awesome. Play it now.
What was it, the airport scene?
Oh, yeah. One of my favourite scenes.
Oh, Tim.
Kurt Russell.
I can't go back in time and fix all the mistakes I made,
Tim.
but maybe I could leave something for the future.
That was Wyatt Russell? Is Wyatt Russell and Kurt Russell? Is Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell playing the same character? That would be cool.
I decided to do something about it. Hopes, dreams, ambitions. The mission was to protect their world and ours. That's what we wanted Monarch to be. Instead of chasing monsters. If you come with me, you'll know everything, I promise.
Oh, I love that. I haven't got the foggiest what that's going to be about, but I'm excited for it.
Thing about Monarch, what are they really doing?
Okay, that man. That's instant squeaky
That's-
bum time, isn't it? Like, literally, your entire dinner has just exited your body when you see that. Whether it's through the front, through the back, through the middle, it's leaving your body.
Middle?
It's leaving your body.
What's the middle?
Because there's that scene, that's it, where he's at, it looks like they're at the Golden Gate Bridge there.
Does it?
Well, there's a bit in the first one where they're on the Golden Gate Bridge and there's loads of school buses. And he gets hit by some planes. But there's it's a bit I told you about, where they're on the sort of landing carriers.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
and you see that the spikes come up on his back, and he swims towards them and then he just kind of stops. And then he stands up and he swims underneath them, and I'd be like, that'd be it for me. Like, if I saw something that size swimming underneath me, I'd be like, no. I don't resign from this job. I resign from life. That's me done.
This is where I die.
I did not sign up for this, boyo. Okay, I did not sign up for that thing.
You would never be on that boat in the first place.
No. I have to say that, given that he scares the absolute crap out of us, right? I think he's probably the coolest thing I've ever seen as well. It's got some of the coolest scenes in any movie, frankly. It's absolutely fantastic scenes. Especially considering what Godzilla was before, the previous Godzilla before this one.
Wasn't it just like lizards?
Yeah, 1999 Godzilla was god awful. I don't want to be... I feel like I should know him. Like, I know the guy who's playing him. Was he in one of the other ones? He was in one of the other ones. Tell me what he was in. I'm sure he was in one of the other ones. But I also feel like Ken Watanabe's character should be here as well. I love that. Love that. That's just awesome. They've got a Godzilla evacuation route. That's how.
As if that's going to be helpful.
And it looks bigger than the sort of fire evacuation thing would be.
Who cares about a fire?
I was going to say, yeah. If Godzilla's coming at you, you're going to be running.
You'd run towards the fire to evade him.
That's mad. That's so clever that they're going to get Wyatt Russell to play a younger version of Kurt Russell's character. That's so clever. Good for them. I love stuff like that. I also feel like Ken Watanabe should be here.
Is he your favourite character?
No, he was like one of the main characters, and he was in
I know.
three. I think he was in 3 of the films, and he's got some of the cool lines.
I know. I remember you telling us.
He's got some of the absolute coolest
That's why I
lines.
thought he might have been your favourite character.
I bet that's him.
Sure.
No, I know what these films are like. They'll only have. Yeah, Lee Shaw. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, good for them. Yeah, Ken Watanabe's character is the one who goes, "We call him Godzilla." And he also goes, "Let them fight." Oh, he's awesome. Let's see.
With the it likes.
I'm trying to figure out if there's any.
I can't see any like I just see like the
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
They are anti.
That's the nuke. Yeah. Because there's a scene in the first one where they say the nuclear tests that were conducted, they weren't conducting nuclear, they were trying to kill Godzilla. Before they realised that actually they eat radiation, so you've basically just fed them.
He's probably like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I was wondering when I would get my morning tea.
It's like when you give the dog a treat. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
I've also been a good boy today.
Yeah, and it's like, because that's why they start burying themselves underground to get closer to the planet's core. It'd be interesting to see, because this is going to be similar to a sort of Daredevil type. You know how when they made Daredevil, it was kind of like those guys, the Avengers, are. Ow. Those guys. Those other guys, they're the Avengers. They're fighting off aliens and monsters. I'm just one of the little people down here, keeping the streets safe, keeping them clean. Feels like that. This is going to be less about, okay, we're not bothered about the gigantic airplanes that are flying here, there, and everywhere. These are just the individual characters who are on the streets seeing these things happen.
Destruction.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what other Titans are in it. I don't know if that other Titan, because there's some cool Titans, by the way. Some epic Titans.
Isn't there a moth?
Yeah, Mothra. Not the most inventive name.
Okay.
There's tons. Yeah.
I wonder if Kong will be in it.
Well, the next film is Kong vs. Godzilla 2.
Why do they keep on fighting? You fought and then you fought together.
Because they're both the last of alpha species.
It was really. Do you know what it is really weird about these
That
films?
was a great film as well.
I saw most of that film. Is the fact that they themselves, the main Godzilla and Kong, obviously don't talk or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But they have cool scenes, like when Kong gets the axe. Yeah, it's like that can kill Godzilla. So,
I can't remember the
cool
exact.
scene.
I can't remember the exact scene where that might be a Titan.
Is that the moth?
No, Mothra's not born at this point, unless this is modern times.
Yeah.
That's probably a skull crawler. One of the things that Kong fights.
Yeah.
There's a cool scene. I can't remember what it is. One of the people says, but one of the wifeys turns around and goes, "Kong bows to no one," and it's like, okay, we'll see. Just you wait until you see this giant frickin' lizard that's on its way. Yeah, there's the Golden Gate Bridge. That's the majority of... Where's the Golden Gate Bridge? San Francisco.
Yes.
That's it, after the initial fight in the first film. Where he fights two Mutos, I think it's called. Things that are bred to eat radiation, but also eat the Titans that eat them.
Yeah.
Because, surprisingly, believe it or not, the main bad guy in the next film is supposedly the thing that led to all of the Godzilla's kind and Kong's kind's deaths.
Oh.
And I'll be perfectly honest, it looks like an orangutan. I'm not even joking.
It looks like an orangutan.
In the teaser trailer, you see I think you see the axe that Kong has. You see a skull of like a Kong, a skull of a Godzilla, and then on a throne type thing, it looks like an orangutan with blue eyes, just sat there like. Weird, isn't it? Considering some of the Titans that have fought in these films. Yeah, weird. But you know what? I don't even care. I've loved all of them. I've loved every single one of them. The only one that I lie. The only one I didn't absolutely love was the Kong film. Skull Island, just call it.
It wasn't terrible. That was the one with Tom Hiddleston, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Brie Larson.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
There was just a lot of dumb moments in it. Like, why is Samuel L. Jackson so determined to kill this monster? Like,
yeah. What is his motivation?
Yeah, like, he arrived on his island. Why are you so desperate to kill him? And then there's that bit where the guy gets the 2 grenades. He's like, I'll kill this guy. Sets off the 2 grenades, walks towards it. So what does the thing do? It just steps back. It's like, okay. The guy just blows up. It's like, what?
What were you doing?
What was the plan? But anything with Godzilla in, I've loved.
I remember when you watched it at the cinema, the first one.
Well, I went to see the first one with 2 of my friends, and it was one of the IMAX ones as well, one of the massive, huge surround sound ones. And that bit in the cinema, where in the airport, where it's sort of like a swoop and shot, and then you see Godzilla put his foot down, and then the music just stopped.
Yeah.
All the noise just stopped. Even everyone in the cinema was like, and then it sort of goes out and it zooms up on him and he sort of screams. I was sitting there going, I've never heard anything like that in my life. I think that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. But there's also a bit where they do like, what are they called? Heli jumps, I think they're called. Halo jumps. Where they jump. And they go down and it starts off with them above the clouds and they go through the clouds, and then when they look they can actually see the 2 things fighting, and it shows you just how ridiculously gigantic they are. Do you need the toilet?
No, my knees are hurting.
But yeah, we can leave it there, I suppose. Maybe we'll watch these in the future.
That's you saying to watch them.
Oh yeah, we'll probably watch them. Well, we would have been watching them if you'd said the obvious choice. I said franchise or obvious. You said obvious for film, and has to be the thing.
Was this the franchise?
This was the franchise we were going to watch. You chose incorrect.
I didn't, because I thought obvious was something else.
No. But that was us reacting to this. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell button if
Shaun.
Oh, that came out of nowhere, didn't it? That really came from the core, that one. I didn't even get the rumblings. You know in your belly, when you get the rumblings? It just came out of nowhere. Where was I up to? Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell button if we upload. We try to upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
No.
God, I'm going to look like such a pig. It's not even fair. Thank you for watching. Oh, God. This is why everyone loves you and hates me. Oh my god.
How does that happen? You're in the middle of talking.
I don't know. If I knew, I could tell you, but I don't know.
I need to know.